Salutations everyone, I thought I would finally give my thoughts about the last two DLC characters for the history of Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS, Corrin and Bayonetta. With this last direct, we were told that these were the last two DLC characters for the game. Cloud was a nice addition, a very unique character, and a good one at that. I thought he was a good choice, you know, a solid video game character, historically important, and not just a way to promote a new upcoming remastered version of his popular title. But with the addition of Corrin and Bayonetta, there's going to be some salt, regardless of how rational you want to think. It's like, well, my character didn't make it. I think almost all of us are feeling that way. Obviously, a lot of people are really happy because Bayonetta supposedly won the ballot, and I say won in quotation marks because she was the highest voted one that was realizable and negotiable. So who knows who beat her and just wasn't added to the game, and why they weren't added. Was it because they couldn't get a negotiation with the holders of the rights of those characters, or what have you? But nonetheless, this is what we have to live with: Corrin and Bayonetta. Now, with the addition of Corrin, there was the obvious backslash of another Fire Emblem character. There was already too many Fire Emblem characters, but the fact that we have this to go with Marth and Robin and Ike and Lucina and Roy was rather disappointing, regardless if you like Fire Emblem or not. It's like, wow, just as many Pokemon representatives, and more so than Legend of Zelda, and barely less than Mario Brothers, which is kind of like, like the Nintendo property. So that was a disappointment. Sakurai even himself mentions that there was already too many Fire Emblem characters, and that Corrin was added because of the staff guaranteed that Corrin would be a welcome addition to the fighting game, because they wanted to add a character from a recently released title or an upcoming release, and they chose another Fire Emblem character, and we got one in Corrin. Everyone's going to pick the female character skin because obviously, but we have to get down to the actual character, their moveset, how good they are, because that's what matters the most, regardless of what you wanted. We're just gonna have to get over it and move on. So Corrin looks like a nice mix-up character to me. He/she, because you can use them interchangeably. I don't know how it is in Fates, but she looks like a pretty decent character. Good tilts. I think mix-up wise will be pretty well suited. She is a sword user, and for those of you who are not familiar with statistics, here's a nice little pie chart to show you just how few sword characters there actually are in this game. They're actually the least represented of the archetypes of Smash Bros. Characters, so you can put that in your pipe and smoke it in case you're complaining about another sword character. She's also part brawler and part dragon, so sorry Charizard, another reminder that you are not a dragon, but this human is. So anyway, Corrin has some very unique attacks in the side B, able to pin people, just the range on some of his/her attacks, the whole dragon thing. It looks like he has a lot of landing lag on all of his aerials, except for maybe back air we didn't really get to see. But fair, up air, down air, definitely a lot of landing lag, and that is definitely disappointing. I think that was probably key to see how good that Corrin was going to be. But the neutral special is like a paralyzer, so it's kind of like, Zero Suit's paralyzer, although if they get close enough, they get attacked as well. And the side special pins your opponents to the ground, and you can do a bunch of different follow-ups once you've pinned your foe in place. And I guess if they miss the tech, that's basically a jab lock. So as you can tell, just a lot of mix-ups just with that attack alone. She's also got the counter, which hits on both sides, a huge hitbox with that. Up special doesn't look anything promising. We don't know a lot about this character, even though we have seen most of his or her moves. Like, we don't know the grabs. I think we only saw up grab in the announcement trailer, or the up throw, and we don't know if Corrin has a kill throw, if Corrin has follow-ups off of throws. We don't really know all that much. We know she's got some pretty good tilts that can combo into each other. Looks like some at least decently powerful smash attacks, and a very, very unique style of play, both with the sword, the dragon fang transformation kind of stuff. And yeah, I don't know how great her recovery is going to be. It doesn't look fantastic, but, you know, that's just based off of what we already know. Now, moving on to Bayonetta. A lot of people, when they saw Corrin and Bayonetta, were like, oh, they broke the game already. They're super overpowered. They're already banned in tournaments. You know, people are making these huge gesturing terms just because they want attention and they want something to be angry about or sometimes happy about. You know, just a little bit too much. But with Bayonetta, it is quite obvious that she is a very, very good character. Corrin, I think, is going to be too laggy, but it's going to have some good mix-ups. But then again, we don't know about the combo potential off of throws, what the grab frames and range is, or how powerful the smash attacks are. But with Bayonetta, we see all of the good things. We see an insane recovery that you can attack out of and then recover again. We have fast attacks, a lot of combos. Bayonetta is like a mixture of Zero Suit and Sheik, and that she is combo focused like Sheik. She has almost no lag on any of her moves, has fantastic aerials and juggle possibilities like Zero Suit. And also her down special, this time dilation thing, is like basically Ryu's focus punch, in that you can just basically pause somebody and then follow up with an attack, so it's better than a counter. And it looks like her smash attacks are more powerful than both Zero Suits and Sheik's. Some of them look kind of slow. The down smash spikes, they're all disjointed from what we've seen, and they look like they literally pack a punch. And she has combos into smash attacks. She also has the witch time, and she has this crazy side special that she can use to combo people into the air, and they're just really fast aerials. We don't know if any of her normal aerials kill. We did see her kill with an up air on a fox, but that was after already getting kill lightning on a forward smash, I believe. And she also has projectiles like Sheik's needles, except looks like they possibly might be even better. I would assume more end lag on them, but it looks like you can have your guns out for quite a long time, and possibly have combos into those as well. They finally actually showed us Kirby's hat of one of these DLC characters after not showing Corrin's or Cloud in the previous Cloud trailer. So we do get that. Bayonetta looks fantastic. She's got no lag on her moves. She has very strong smash attacks. She's got that Ryu-esque focus punch down special in Witch Time, and an insane aerial game and really good recovery. Her throws might not be great. I think we only saw her forward throw, which just threw the opponent too far away to combo, but who knows, maybe that'll start killing at 120%. So we don't even know. Maybe she has a terrible throw combo game. She's still really good from what we've seen, but you know, if she has a kill throw out of any of those, you know, 120, 130%, then that's like, wow, she even has a kill throw, which, you know, Sheik and Zero Suit do not have. So that's pretty crazy. Bayonetta and Corrin, regardless of what you think about them, they are definitely very, very unique. And I know I might have said that she looks like a mixture of Sheik and Zero Suit and has a focus punch-esque attack, but this character's got some crazy stuff, crazy unique stuff. Corrin can pin people. Bayonetta's got these guns that she can shoot with her hands and her feet, and she used her side special to combo in the air. She's got good tilts that can combo, her like lagless down tilt. Corrin's got some pretty good tilts as well that can combo into each other and maybe have setups into smash attacks. But there's a lot to be learned about these characters. We have no idea. They could not be, I mean, I doubt Bayonetta's not, you know, at least decent, but for all we know, Corrin's like, you know, bottom of mid-tier, and, you know, Bayonetta is barely high tier. We don't know. There's all we can do is speculate at this point. We might be getting some new footage before they are both released in February, but if they're both good characters, then those are good additions. They might not have been the franchises that we wanted to see represented. Bayonetta, obviously had a lot of fan backing behind her, but it seems like the characters that people wanted the most were just relegated to Mii costumes. Like, we know what you really want, so we're just gonna give you these Mii costumes of King K. Rool and Chrom and Tails and Knuckles and all that, but at least a lot of people did very much want Bayonetta to join Smash. So there is that. I can see upsetting gamers about having another Fire Emblem character and or not the character that they wanted, such as myself. Like Cloud, I think, was the perfect example of it, and Ryu were perfect examples of DLC characters, and that they're long-standing, well-known video game characters, the most well-known within their respective genre. When you talk about fighting games, Ryu is the most recognizable, most famous fighting video game character, and when it comes to JRPGs, Cloud is number one in that category when it comes to, you know, history and recognizability. And you know, Corrin and Bayonetta don't fit those molds, but as long as they're good, that is what matters. If we got King K. Rool and he was just you know, worse than Bowser or DDD, then that would just be an, you know, upsetting addition. I would much rather have good characters than, you know, other characters that many people would have rather have had. So yeah, I think they'll probably be good additions. Corrin is more of a question mark. Corrin looks like she has a lot of ending lag on many of her moves, especially her aerials, but looks like she has very good potential mix-ups, and Bayonetta looks like she has speed, combo, recovery, and kill power, which is insane. Bayonetta most likely top tier from what we've seen and from the reactions of some of the competitive Smash players. But we're still going to have to wait and see in February to get a good taste, because I don't think a lot of people saw Roy being as good as he was, or Ryu being as good as he was, or Cloud being as good as he was. So yeah, we're just got to stand back and watch. There's always going to be things in these trailers that mislead us. We saw that from, you know, the announcements of Smash 4, when we saw some of these characters and some of those moves. You know, these are very small sample size, but I cannot wait to see more.